At the end of the day, when people look back on this experience and this journey for you, what do you want people to take out of watching this film and just watching you in general in this process you've been going through?
You know what, I just want to share the truth with people, you know. I always believe in being 100% authentic and staying true to who I am, and that's what I want people to see, the real, raw, honest truth, because, I mean, at the end of the day, like, that's what this all is a journey, it's a process. Life is full of ups and downs, and, you know, I hope people can connect with that.
The origin of every story begins with a daunting challenge that most deem impossible. For one championship's atomweight champion, Angela Lee, her challenge was something only a few people in the world have attempted in her profession.
You took Daddy's glasses. You wanted the sunglasses? Today we are here in Koolina, and we're gonna get some outdoor hero shots. So yeah, I love coming out here. It's so nice. Feels like we're on vacation right now.
It's been over 2 years since her last professional fight, and in that time away, Angela became a mother to a beautiful daughter named Ava. For many people, after accomplishing everything you could dream of, fighting would be the last thing on your mind after giving birth to your first child.
The reason why I want to come back to MMA, you know, like you said, yeah, I have my daughter, and she's definitely more important to me than any championship belt. But the reason why I want to come back to MMA and that I want to keep on fighting is that, you know, I truly have a passion for it. It's what I've been doing my whole life.
Making her one championship debut from United MMA, Angela Lee! Aya Sheklesa Saber!
Card, it's round one. Sauber against Lee is brought to you by Ma Private Limited, Singapore's leading motorcycle retailer. For all the talent that we understand Angela Lee has, she's got a very experienced fighter in front of her, far more so than she is. How will she handle it? Good left hand from Lee. Oh, and a great takedown. Wow, that was impressive.
Beautiful headlock takedown.
Women's mixed martial arts becoming more and more popular in this part of the world. Ann Osman, arguably one championship's biggest star, certainly among the females, but Angela Lee is looking to take her place pretty quickly.
Very good.
Oh, and there's the elbow.
Looking for the finish.
There's no tap yet. There it is.
Very good.
1 minute and 20 seconds. Hello world, I'm Angela Lee, and Osman, I'm coming to get you.
This Singaporean crowd had just exploded as the hometown girl just did an incredible armbar. You can see her transition from left to right sides. Very impressive debut for Angela Lee.
This journey begins in beautiful Honolulu, Hawaii, and it's 1 week to go until Angela Lee finds out who she will be facing in her comeback. One championship decided to put on a year-long Grand Prix tournament that would decide who would face Angela when she returned from her childbearing hiatus.
Yeah, you really being super mom right now.
It's crazy. I mean, like, with Ava, sometimes she'll be really good. Like, she can play by herself for a bit, but for the most part, she always loves to be carried. So you just learn to do a lot of things with one hand and, like, multitasking. What do you want? You want to come down? You want to say hi to the camera? Yeah. Say hi. Ooh. You showing off? You showing off, huh? I don't train in the mornings anymore. You know, my daughter, she wakes up early, so I'm up, and when I'm up, I start to get ready for the day. I make breakfast. I gotta make her breakfast, and then start to get ready for the afternoon session. Go to the gym, do my afternoon training, get lunch, and come back home. She has a nap, and then get ready for the 5 o'clock session. My husband, he teaches classes in the evening times, and then luckily he teaches in the same building, so we're able to just close up and go home together and then get dinner. But these days, you know, a lot of it is timed around my daughter and when she has to take her naps, when she's eating. And yeah, it's crazy. I almost don't remember what life was like before having Ava.
Sponsored by Rain.
That would be great. Oh shucks, the gate's ready. Open. Okay.
So who watches her while you train?
Usually my mom. So the building that the gym is in, it's a kind of a building, so like half of the building is like my mom and dad's business, where they like do property management and stuff, and the other half upstairs is the gym, the MMA gym, and then downstairs there's an open space that me and Bruno have converted into United BJJ, which is the jiu-jitsu gym. So I mean, it's cool because we just have to like go upstairs. It's close, like my mom, she can work and still watch Ava, and very helpful.
First of all, you know, I've always told my children, I said, you know, if you're gonna compete, you have to do it for the right reason. And when you're no longer doing it for the right reason, then you should stop. So I asked her straight up when she decided to take a break and start her family, is this something you really want to do? You know, do you want to start your family and come back, or do you want to take a break, or you want to just stop? And she was always very, very certain that she was going to come back and continue her career.
Hi Dad, I'm sorry I'm late. It's hard.
Hey baby. She's very mature about how she handled it and explained everything, and this is what I'm going to do, and she mapped it all out. And then we sit down as a family and we discuss it. So, you know, we kind of put it on the table and just, okay, what do you think? And then, you know, my wife and myself will listen to her. And then we invite input, you know, we invite input from Christian, from Bruno, from even her younger siblings, and just say, what do you guys think? And because, you know, I think being the oldest, it's important that they see every part of this journey, not just the pretty parts. And it's often not pretty.
So obviously this isn't your first fight. Are the nerves getting easier?
No, it happens every time, but I've learned to just kind of expect them coming, and I don't know, it's just like a sign that this is time, you know, it's time for fight night, and it's time to just get down to business.
She's into the back! Rear naked choke, possibly, but May looks okay. She's giving up the mount though.
Experience how seasoned she is. Oh, good trip from Lee. We're back down on the deck. Again, Olivier Coste is looking carefully, asking the question, are you ready to throw it in? I think I know the answer.
As the knees come in from the champion, Angela Lee, Xiong bearing the weight and unable to escape this position. Referee looking very closely here.
That's it!
Whoa, it's a win for Angela Lee, and still champion of the world.
So usually what they're gonna do is they're gonna start pushing down your head. Squeeze tight, Angela. And then this knee starts coming out. Okay? So I want you to X your hands and push forward like this. I can't shrimp back. I can't get any space back here. That's when she, right here, she's ready into the lasso position here. Okay? And it's so much easier when, without the shin guards. You guys are getting a lot of friction that wouldn't be there if you're just slick. You'd just be shrimping right off the head right there. Okay, so you gotta make sure that you're not, because, stand up. You're tending to wanna hug right here. Wanna hug here like this. Right? But make sure on the, you're pinching downwards. And that's really important on the takedown, because once I bring her down, I'm here. She can't flare her knees. If I bring her this way, flare her knees, see?
To sum up Angela and myself, our journey in mixed martial arts, really we started off as two young kids. I would say our MMA careers dated back to when we were 14 and 16 years old. You know, two kids in high school. We flew overseas from Hawaii to Greece, competed in a youth pancration world championship where I believe 30 countries were in attendance. You know, kids competing in pancration, which is, you know, an early form of mixed martial arts. That was really where we won our first world title, and we said, you know, I think we can make a career out of this. I think this is what we want to do. And so, you know, from there, two kids, we went on, continued winning bigger and bigger tournaments. And from there, Angela made her professional debut with one championship at 18 years old. I followed just a few months later at 17 years old. So, you know, really, when we joined One Championship, we were both very new to the sport, but in a way, One Championship was a very new company as well. So as we started our careers, you know, One Championship really started to blow up, and we were just there at the right time when the market started to take off, and we stayed about just as busy as One Championship did early on in our careers. You know, I think Angela fought 4 times in her first year. I fought 5 times in my first year, and you know, we were just on a roll doing what we love to do.
When we decided to do this and we had my parents' support, for me and Christian, when we were teenagers and we just won our amateur competitions, we told each other, hey, you know, wouldn't it be cool to be the first ever brother-sister world champions? Because at the time, there was always, you know, brothers competing, but you didn't see, you know, many women, you know, in the sport. So that was a goal of ours. Oh, here's her. Mom, it's me. Hi, baby. Did you just wake up? Oh, Mommy's shirt's dirty. Let me put away my things. Thank you. Good morning.
For Angela, one of the biggest challenges she will face is juggling being a full-time mother and a full-time fighter in preparation for one of the biggest fights of her career.
For me, I really believe that timing is everything, and this wasn't something that I planned, but at the same time, I've always believed that everything happens at the exact moment for the right reason, you know? And that's for the good things that happen in life and the bad things. So when my husband and I got married, it's always like, when's the right time? When's the right time? Because my fighting career, you know, was the main thing that was happening. And obviously can't fight and have a baby at the same time. But I always knew that I wanted to be a mom. I just didn't know when that would happen. So last year when I found out that I was pregnant, I was just so, I was beyond happy. For me, it was, I knew I loved fighting, but sometimes, you know, I've been fighting professionally since 2015, and it's been back to back to back. You know, one thing after another. Once become champion, each fight is like so important. Title defense after title defense, and you know, trying to move up a weight division and trying to claim, you know, the double champ status, trying to accomplish so much. So life is just so busy, and find the news that I'm pregnant, get this time off, and focus on things outside of fighting, you know, just like life in general was really just like refreshing for me. And I'm coming back to the cage with like a new purpose, and just like the love that I have for MMA and fighting now is just totally different. It's like when I first found out that I could fight, I was 18 years old. I found out that I'm gonna be, you know, fighting professionally, and I feel like I have that spark back. Say good night.
We'll see you guys tomorrow. Baby. Come here, my baby.
Okay. See you tomorrow, Dad.
Good night. See you tomorrow morning.
With 1X just weeks away, Angela has put in the work in order to show the world that she has no excuses going into her fight with Stamp Fairtex.
February is gonna fly by because it's a short month.
I mean, I haven't talked to you since they officially announced the date, huh?
Oh yeah.
So what did you feel about the date and the time and everything?
I was excited to know when it was gonna be, but I was preparing for February. But later March is okay too, because it, like, you know, all the extra time is all good anyways.
Yeah. Despite it did happen that you couldn't train for a while.
Yeah. You know, things
Even
come
more time.
up, sick, injured, stuff like that, whatever.
Yeah.
It's good. Got a little extra time.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're like 6 weeks out from leaving. So that's like exciting. When I started out, you know, as graduating high school, turning 18, you know, fighting the amateur shows, and then, you know, making the decision to stop going to college, to pursue being a professional fighter. I just knew that that was what I wanted to do, and I just knew that I wouldn't be satisfied doing a regular job. People always ask me, like, what would you do if you weren't a fighter? And I truly don't know. I don't have the answer. That's why I'm doing what I do, I guess. The kids are so funny here. Love them.
He's a funny boy. I like it.
Yeah.
Has the restrictions changed much in Hawaii, or are they still the same?
They kind of ease off.
Yeah.
I mean, you go to restaurants, you need to show proof of vaccination. But what they're doing now, I think within the next 2 weeks, coming to Hawaii, you gotta have the booster shot as well. So they only consider people fully vaccinated if the 3 shots. Otherwise, if you have 2 and you're arriving in Hawaii, you gotta quarantine for 5 days.
You see here how it looks like this, and you have 3 lines?
Good.
Okay, so now you're gonna tuck the top one under the 2 bottom ones. Just like this. So you see here, take the top one, tuck it under the 2 bottom ones. In our kids class, you know, on a good day, back in the day, we'd have like 20 plus kids. But you know, we just reopened this past Monday after being closed for almost 3 years. So we're just happy to see some old faces and some new ones coming to the gym, and I think eventually classes will pick up again and you know, get back to what they once were, and hopefully grow even bigger than that.
Go. Yeah. Good girl. We really missed teaching the kids, and to see them come back, they're so big now. Crazy.
First race is sprinting. Okay. Be careful, don't hit the camera. All right. Only one winner. What happened to the rest? Push-ups, very good.
I've never been this good on weight in a fight camp, like ever. I've always struggled with it.
What have you attributed that to?
Honestly, my pregnancy, like for 9 months, I was eating pretty healthy because I couldn't eat anything else, any junk food. Like I would just throw up a lot. And so I have Ava to thank, I guess. And then like after I give birth, I was starting to get back into exercises and stuff. And then I guess that 9 months of like eating a certain way kind of carried through. And then with the breastfeeding, that helped a lot too, with just like fired up my metabolism. Because I feel like for years I was doing it the wrong way and I just kind of like shot my metabolism. But now, because I was like burning so much extra calories and stuff, and eating, I think it just kind of got everything back on track. So I'm like, wow, I'm like feeling better than ever and it's going smooth. I'm like, this is what it's supposed to be like. I wish I knew that like 5 years ago.
Should have had a baby a long time ago.
Probably the number one thing that comes to my mind right now is like how I usually weight descend in a fight. So I'm super grateful that that has been going well. You know, I thought I would just be beyond tired, like super exhausted, because, you know, fight camps, they're tiring like that as it is. Then add on, you know, having a baby, being a mom, I thought that would be like, I would be a zombie. But you know what? I actually have a lot more energy than I used to in my previous fight camp, so that was like a big surprise as well.
I feel that her drive is even bigger right now. You know, for some people, you know, life can become like difficult, you know, like more like a responsibility. But you know, having a baby and having a daughter is something that she wanted for so long, even before she became a champion. You know, and then she has been a champion for a while now. And then, of course, to become a champion, she had like a really big drive, and she became a champion. And then I think she really wanted to have a family, and then kind of the championship become a kind of on second plan, even though she was still holding the belt. And then now like we have a family, and I feel like you know, like her drive is even bigger, because I think she wants to lead by example, and she wanna show to everybody and for our daughter that you know, everything is possible, and that you know, I think she wants to do it even more than before, because you know, she wanna show the world that you know, she's like a mom champion.
I live off love, I feed off love, I breathe off love. I think of love, I drink of love, I sink in love. And in the middle of the night I need my love. I need to grieve and need and be in love.
We're at Makapu'u Point Lighthouse Trail.
So it's just kind of like a really nice view. Usually you can see whales around the wintertime. Pretty good hike. I got 2 kids that I'm gonna push up, so see how this goes.
Makapu'u, did I say right, baby? Makapu'u. So you're gonna run to the top. If you run, what, 20 minutes?
We've done this all before, but just like us.
I'd give my love and all my love to you, my love. feast on love, a beast for love, release my love.
It's okay. This is like walking at a crazy incline on the treadmill with like a weighted vest. Go, Ricky! Woo! See Caitlin, baby? Hi.
I swear to God, I'm loving you for life.
You know, we should take a little picture here because I don't know how we're gonna look at the top.
Yeah, right. To do something fun, to be out in nature, I think it's really good for your, morale and just to get your head in the right space, take everything in. I feel like when I was doing the hike, just full of, gratitude and happiness, being surrounded by my family, my teammates, and, just having a good time. And I think that's just as equally important as anything else.
All right, we made it to the top here at Makapu'u, the Lighthouse Trail. This is beautiful. We got everyone here. Ricky, the two girls, except for the camera guy. Where'd he go?
How was she?
She was good, actually. She really enjoyed it. We got to run with her for a little stretch. So.
Just in the beginning.
Yeah, Uncle Will.
Relaxing to do something other than just train, right?
Yeah, definitely. It's so nice to be out here. It's really like a treat. Oh man, I'm pumped. I try not to think too much about it because I get too excited, too much nerves, but yeah, I'm just very honored that I'm gonna be headlining this huge card. It's very monumental for one championship, and yeah, it's a stacked card from top to bottom. But for me, it's a lot of pressure, but I always tell myself, since I was young, I always do really well under pressure. I thrive under pressure, and the nerves that I'm feeling, the anxiousness, the excitement, it's all energy, and I'm just gonna be using that to my advantage come fight night.
They say it's very easy to come up with an excuse for why things won't happen in life. But champions accept that there are many things they can't control, and instead, they master what they can.
Hi. Hey everyone. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Whoa, hello. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, guys, go ahead. Questions? We've only got a few minutes. Massive congratulations, Angela. You did it. You're a world champion. How's it feeling?
Oh man, I feel great right now. It's I can't even describe it. It's a dream come true for me.
Oh my God, pray for us, because our flight route to Singapore is ridiculous. It's so bad.
What is it?
We have to fly from Hawaii to San Francisco, and that's 5 hours. Yeah. But then we have to fly from San Francisco to Singapore, and that's 17 hours straight. That's the longest that we've ever been on a plane. 17 and a half. But I think it'll be about less, hopefully.
There's no direct flights?
Usually we go through Japan, but because, I don't know, we had a difficult time getting Ava. Apparently she can't go through Japan. We have to go through this vaccinated travelers lane through San Francisco. So I don't know. I got tired of asking why. I'm like, why? It doesn't make sense. Why? Why can't? But on the way back, we're able to go through Japan to come to Hawaii. So that doesn't make sense. But whatever.
For as long as I've known Angela, she's been a game day player. She's been the type of fighter to step up to the plate when the challenge is in front of her. And she's definitely not a stranger to pressure. Her first fight, she was 18 years old in a packed stadium in Singapore indoor stadium, and her first title shot was the inaugural women's atomweight belt against Mei Yamaguchi, a seasoned veteran. So I don't think that the pressure will will be anything new to Angela in this fight. It's more just a who prepared better and who's got the better game plan to win this fight. And I think that Angela has put in the work, and she has a very good game plan and a good skill set to take out Stamp in the ring.
Yeah.
Here we go with the comments. The baby's not in the car seat.
No, we upgraded her. She's got a new car seat and she's pretty good in it. All right, let's go, babies. Vroom, 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 vroom. Chillin'. Hi, babies. Hi. She fell asleep in this the other day while I was pushing her. Oh, you want Mama carry? Wait, Mommy's gonna find you a leaf. Don't complain. I know, I know. Yeah? Here's a good leaf. Ugh. You wanna take one? Ooh, good job.
Is it all too real now? Like, it's like 2 years now, it's down to a week, and you're in Singapore getting ready for possibly the biggest fight of your life.
For sure, it's like, I was telling Bruno just today, actually, like, you know, this whole thing is so surreal, and it just comes in like waves of different emotions. Like some moments where I'll be super excited, very hyped up, and then other moments I'll just be like calm, and then like a weird sense of like, you know, like peace, like everything's going the way it's supposed to, you know, like it's going so smoothly, that's why. But I don't know, I mean, I'm excited because it has been a long time. You know, 2019 was the last time I competed, and a lot has changed since then.
Every time you state what you want or believe, you're the first to hear it. It's a message to both you and others about what you think is possible. Over the past 5 months, Angela Lee has put herself in a position to succeed, and to most, that is all you ask for.
You know, Angela, she loves competition. She loves being a champion. But obviously that pales in comparison to being a mom. She loves being a mom. She loves being there for her child. But because she loves her children so much, and she's very heavily influenced by, of course, our family is so close-knit, and she's inspired by her mother, and she knows she can have it all. She can have it both ways. She can be a dominant champion that's also a great mother, and that's what she wants to prove. And I think that's a dangerous combination for her opponent.
You know what? Like, this is another historical moment. Yeah, I've come so far in my own journey, but also with one championship, and it's kind of you know, crazy that this is gonna be their 10th anniversary show, and I'll be headlining it. and as their first female champion, you know, I really take pride in that. You know, I keep saying it again and again, but this is really history in the making. And for me, it means so much because, you know, this is gonna be my first fight as a mother. And, you know, there's talks about if I'm gonna be the same, and you know what, I'm not gonna be the same. I'm gonna be better, and that's what they're gonna see. So I'm very excited, and it's almost time.
Would you say this is the biggest women's bout in One Championship history?
Yeah, definitely. This is definitely, you know, one of the biggest world title fights in the history of One. Definitely the biggest female fight in the history of One. And, you know, I think many experts think it's a 50-50 fight, but I give the edge to Stamp. And I think this is the first time in Angela's career where she's truly an underdog. You know, of course, Angela is, you know, extraordinary, legendary for her heart, her skills, her talent. But she's coming off a 2-year layoff, pregnancy and motherhood. How does that impact her body? How does it impact her killer instincts? How does it impact her, you know, strength and conditioning? These are all big factors, you know, her reflexes, her timing, and her willingness to get into a scrap.
11:09 p.m. Saturday, March 26, 2022. The collision course we all knew would happen, and they come out drinking hands. The experience coming through of Angela Lee. Angela on the back, the tide of turn. Angela on the back. This is Angela's world. She cuts the hips in here.
Stamp can't let her left arm get around the neck of Angela because there's a twister.
Here it comes. Here it comes. It's madness.
Rear naked choke.
15 seconds remaining.
Stamp's got to survive.
10 seconds now. And survival is the right one's up. It's good night, Irene. It's good night, Irene.
They say it's very easy to come up with an excuse for why things won't happen in life. But champions accept that there are many things they can't control, and instead, they master what they can.
She's done a lot. She's done more than enough to cement her legacy, you know. But as far as the Lee legacy, we don't do this for the business. We're not a business, we're not a brand. I'm not looking to build 100 schools and academies and so forth. You know, my wife and I, we do this for our children. And we do this to help support them to achieve their goals and their dreams. All I think about is that we want to prepare our children to be the best possible shape mentally, physically, spiritually that they can be, and to execute their skills to the best ability, and the results will show for themselves.
Yeah. And still the undisputed women's atomweight champion of the world. Mwah. Bye.
It's been a great time documenting you, Ava.
Yeah.
Over the last 4 months.
Mwah. Yeah, kinda.